Paul, yeah, a bitter pill to swallow at this stage of the season. What are your thoughts on that game?
Mixture of everything really. Frustrated, massively frustrated, disappointed in our performance. Whilst we had a lot of the ball, we were very wasteful with it. We had an opportunity in the first half, a couple of opportunities, but one where I feel we've got to score. I think Pez needs that needs to go in. And we often puffed without producing stuff. We looked a bit anxious, and especially when they got the goal, we were so far off what we've been in recent months that unfortunately that was our undoing. There just seemed to be a real lack of composure in our play, and going away from things that have been good for us. I heard one of the punters say, one of our fans say, put the ball into the box. Can't remember us doing that, going away from delivering balls. And unfortunately, if the front two haven't scored, we haven't seemed to have had anyone else to step up and fill that void to get a goal. But our final third play was really poor. Set pieces way off it, and things that we've been good at. So we have to take our medicine and move on. With 2 games to go, big ask now. Looking at the table, looking at the gap, but you can't ever take your foot off it. You've got to keep trying. You've got to keep looking to win games. It's as simple as that. Newcastle have had nothing to play for today, but they've wanted to win the game, and they've won the game. I think they haven't had. Can't remember them having too many chances. Maybe one other chance.
Late on,
when we pushed Meps on and we've basically gone 2 for 2 at the back. But that can happen. That's the way football can act sometimes. It can play for you, and today was definitely one of those days.
Yeah, so many wayward passes and the ball not sticking and things like that. Things that have been, off the patterns of recent weeks.
Yeah, and listen, that can happen. In the last 6-7 games, we've had the majority of the side with 7s and 8s out of 10. It's been tough to pick a man of the match in a lot of the games. Today, it'd be tough to pick a man of the match because of the other side of it. We had very few players perform to what they're capable of, and that's what ultimately cost us.
Yeah. Does it feel at times a little bit like the first half of the season and the away games, places like Hanley and Vauxhall, where things just weren't coming together? And is that ultimately what is harmed us the most this season?
Well, losing games harms you the most. It doesn't matter where it is. Settled squads, continuity breeds consistent performances, and we've been consistent when we've been able to select the same 16, which we have done the last few games. And yeah, you're probably right. Those performances away from home in the first half of the season, where we've lost, have been way below it. And that's, it doesn't matter when it is in the season. If you lose games, they hurt. And today, especially with what's been at stake and how close we've come to being right in the mix with today's results and with today's performance and our results, it's massively deflating. But it's something that we've got 2 games to go. We've got to try and win both games, because I want us to have a say in what goes on, and who knows what can happen.
Yeah, we'll give a last quick word to the away following today, because there's strong numbers again.
Yeah, that's the disappointing part of it. The fans have been great with the lads and supporting the lads, and especially on this run, but all season. And I think to perform the way we did today, we haven't done them justice, but at the same time we haven't done ourselves justice. I think every fan will tell you that in the last couple of months we've been bang on with how we've played, and today maybe a game too far, or maybe just one of those days. Either way, we come away with nothing, which is gut-wrenching, to be honest, from where we've been. But there's nothing we can do about it now other than look at the next 2 games and try and get maximum points.